What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock and break down what on earth is going on with the share price. I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and what my price prediction is for tomorrow for NIO, which is Tuesday. The market is closed today for Memorial Day. I also hope that you guys are having a wonderful Memorial Day and you're enjoying the time to honor those that made the ultimate sacrifices. But like I said in this video, I'm going to do some in-depth technical analysis, show you what you need to know for tomorrow, and talk about why on earth NIO is in a very, very key state right now. Now, before I do get started, however, before I get into any more details, I do have to mention a couple of things real quick. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so don't take any of this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the WeBull link down below in the description. If you sign up for WeBull, the link down below, and deposit any amount of money into the account, you're guaranteed 6 free stocks, each worth up to $2,000. And you could always sell these 6 free stocks for cash and use that cash to buy some NIO shares for free. And this limited time offer that ends in just 10 days. So please check it out before they run out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at NIO, currently we're up about 3.37%, at least from Friday alone. The market was closed for Memorial Day, right, which is today, but tomorrow is a new day. The market's going to open, and there are some important things to note. So when it comes to NIO, we have to talk about the overall stock market because that is kind of acting as an anchor that could actually pull NIO down, or it could push NIO up, because NIO has a tendency of following the overall market. Does it do it all the time? No, but it tends to do that. So what you're noticing in the SPY is we have kind of broken out of this downward trend, at least to some degree. And it does look like there's a little bit more room for us to push up in this temporary relief rally. So from my perspective, and I mentioned this in previous videos, what you'll notice is 420 is a very, very key zone. Let me show you exactly where. Looking at the SPY, you'll notice this thing was pushing up for a lot of time. And I'm going to show you how this thing's just pushing up and up and up over the last couple of years. And what happened was the SPY saw moments where it ended up dipping right here from the get-go. 421 was a key support zone. We got a nice bounce off that. And then once again, I think the same thing happened a little bit later, right here. Back in, what was this, like January, February, the SPY bounces off 420. See right here at the very bottom, it's a little hard to see. There's a tiny number right here. 420 is the key zone. Then if we go a little bit more forward, we saw this thing start to descend after that, make these lower lows. And right now we're pushing up, right? Well, typically when you're trading, you have to remember where was the previous support and resistance, because previous support zones can become resistance levels. Okay, so the SPY looks like it's going to hit 420. And the question is, are we going to bounce off that, or are we going to keep pushing? We'll have to see how it responds. But what I think is more likely to happen is I think we have momentum that's building up. I think we're actually going to push past 420, and we're probably going to push around that 430 range before getting a rejection there, because that's the last key resistance zone. You can see right here around 429, which is where the SPY ended up getting that rejection. So I'm more bullish than bearish for the SPY. We can see this upward trend is perpetuating. We're not necessarily seeing true signals of us seeing a trend reversal. Now, there's a hanging man possible formation. I mean, it's a possibility. It's like right here, but we'll have to see the other candles, because what if for instance, this thing starts to like drop a little bit and then it pushes up even more? That's also a possibility, right? So I think consolidation or a push up are still more likely. I don't think the SPY is just going to start dumping from here. I think there's a little bit more room to run. And as a result of that, I think the NASDAQ is going to be very, very similar. When you look at the NASDAQ, same formation. It does look like it wants to push up a little bit more. It does not look like we're in straight up bear market territory. But what I want to note is there is this gap here. So it is possible that we fill this gap first, then we start pushing up. But there's no confirmation of that just yet. We're not seeing some bearish price action. We'd have to wait onto Tuesday to figure that out, because what I'm trying to tell you is if this thing starts dropping, we're probably going to fill this gap to get a nice bounce. But I don't see the sign of that just yet. We're not seeing technical indicators show that, because we pushed up for almost all of last week. So as of right now, it does look like we're going to continue to push up, and that should actually push NIO up in the green again as well, in my opinion. It's also green in the after hours. So for NIO, what you'll notice is We got a very strong candle a couple of days ago, and we started this upward trend that ended up perpetuating. We could see we got this bearish spinning top that almost formed, but as a result of it right here, we got a slight push down followed by more green. So it's showing lots of strength, and we're not showing signs of a trend reversal just yet. So that makes me think it's more likely we're going to be bullish than bearish. Now, if NIO starts pushing up, remember these key levels. We have resistance at 17 bucks, 17.4, 17.93, which is where we have that gap fill, and we could actually keep going up until the 20s to as high as that low 23, 24 range. They're all very possible, and I do think NIO is set to see that relatively soon. Now, if NIO starts dropping, right, it's a possibility. Look out for $16.12 a share. That's support. 15.5, 14.74, and 14.43. That's where the golden pocket was. I talked about that previously. And then 14 flat. And you could see NIO has responded to these ranges quite well. I mean, just look at this. You could see like we stayed in this range quite well. One push up followed by somewhat of a drop. And you could see it respects these ranges I drew out from before. So what I think is going to happen is, first, let me actually look at some indicators that I'm going to show you what my prediction is. What's interesting is 1348 EMA crossover, that's a bullish indicator. A MACD signal line crossover, once again bullish. RSI picking up, once again bullish. So the chart, it's pointing towards the bullish direction. It does look like it wants to keep going. I think this is going to be a consolidation / push up week, and I do think we're going to respect an upward trend again. So what I would predict is this. Let me bring up the 5-minute candles, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you look at NIO, this thing made some pretty good moves over the last couple of days. So what I predict is going to happen on Tuesday is this. I predict opening will come. NIO pushes up to maybe that 17 range. 17.4 is also a possibility. Get a rejection off that. We trade a little bit sideways. We may even drop just a little bit, then continue this nice push up. And we're going to test 17.4 a little bit and start trying to push towards that 1793 range. I would anticipate NIO might actually fill that gap as soon as Tuesday, before getting somewhat of a maybe slight downward trend, maybe some more consolidation throughout the rest of the day. So we might see some action kind of like this, but I would anticipate a pretty decent close. I wouldn't be surprised if NIO closed around that 17.5 range. And I am a lot more on the bullish side than bearish side. I see a lot of price action in this upward trend right here that's probably going to be respected. So overall, we're green in the after hours. I think upside is more probable than downside, and I wouldn't be surprised if NIO makes it to the $18 range relatively soon. So technical analysis looks bullish. NIO is starting to push up. The market's doing better. So I am more on the bullish side than bearish side, and that's essentially what my prediction is. With that out of the way, thank you for listening. Please enjoy the rest of your Memorial Day, and I will see you guys in the next one. NIO to the moon, and peace out.